Hello friends, in this video let's quickly talk about what is check constraint and how to use check constraints in a table. First of all, the check constraint is the one which helps us to specify some rules on a specific column. What kind of rules? See, we already talked about a couple of rules or constraints on a columns, not null, unique, primary. So in the similar way, I have a check constraint. So while inserting or while updating, I want to check something, either particular column value. If that value satisfies that particular rule limitations, then only it allows you to insert or it allows you to update. Otherwise, it's gonna to fail. So check constraint is going to return a true or false to a table insert query, update query. So based on true, it inserts, or otherwise it shows an error message saying that so this is a violation. So let me take a basic example where I can apply a check constraint. So let's take a employee table where we have a couple of columns: employee ID, employee name, and other columns. Let me explain this scenario. So in a particular country, so based on the government regularizations, so we have to give a job if the age is more than 20 years or 30 years. Not 30, more than 20 or 18 or 15. It depends on the country's regulation policy. So here I am going to specify a couple of columns now. So employee ID, name, age. So while entering the age at the front end, so they have to put a specific value, otherwise my table doesn't allow. In the application side, they might be having certain validations, but again I am going to keep some more validations on my table columns as well, so that we are not going to spill the rules. The salary. So when I go to the salary column, I should put some positive value. I cannot keep a negative values in the salary column. So like that. So let me quickly go to the PgAdmin and let me create one or two columns. Okay. So let me take EMP1 table, employee ID, employee name, comma. So I can put a date of birth or I can put a age. It's up to me. Age. Okay. So what I'm going to keep it age as int. So as I mentioned, so based on the particular rules and regulation of a country, so I need to give a job to employee if the age is more than some 18 years. Assume it. So that time what I am going to specify is age. Whatever the column I am keeping here, that age should be greater than or equal to 15. Assume it. Okay, 15 or 18. Let me keep it as 18. So means the people whose age is 18 or more than 18 only are eligible to work in my company. Next. So once this rule is satisfied, then I am going to put one more rule. So whatever the salary I am giving, so I want to keep a restriction on the salary as well. Or I can put a lower limit or higher limit. So for time being, I'm going to keep it as a lower limit. So numeric or integer, whatever it is. So check. In the same way, I'm going to check the salary as well. So here whatever the name I specify here, the name of the column, just copy and keep it as salary should be greater than some minimum salary. I'm going to set it in a table as some 500. So the people who are coming with a lower scale, at least my company's as per the standards minimum base salary is 500 per month or whatever it is. Okay, so if you see, I am trying to keep two check constraints here on a single table. Yes, we can have multiple check constraints on a single table. And what about the check constraints if I drop the table? If you drop any table, the constraints which are linked to the table, it automatically drops. So these are all predefined constraints these predefined constraints are going to save along with the table only. If you drop the table, constraints also will go automatically. Okay, so this is how we create a table with this. So do you want to add a constraint later point of time to an existing table? Yes, you can do that. That's also is possible in Postgres. Okay, so once you're done with this one, you can simply execute this. So table has been created. Okay, so now you want to see like the table structure by using like a select command. Yes, of course you can select star from emp1. Okay, so let's run this. It is empty table here. Okay, now let's try to insert a couple of records to the table. So as usual, first we'll go to the positive case, insert into, so emp1. Here I am not using any of the constraints, values. So employee 1, okay, employee, first employee ID comma 1 comma, so I'm going to put it as employee name as John. Okay, so comma, so age I'm going to put it as a positive scenario, I told 20, comma salary as a positive scenario, I mentioned as 1500. So this is as per my company standards. I created the table structure. Okay, so let's run this insert query. Yes, it's a positive scenario, it automatically inserts the data. Okay, now you can see the first record has been inserted. Now let's go for a second record quickly. Okay, here, so let me make it as 2, make it as Teresa, and the age is little negative scenario. I'm going to put it as age as 14. Salary I'm going to put it as age as 14, but salary I'm going to put it as 2000. Maybe I feel it is worth, that's the reason I'm making a salary as 2000 even though age is 14. So let's try to run this query. This is a negative scenario. Yes, you can see here. So new row for relation emp1 violates check constraint of what is the column? Age check. So detail following row constraint. Okay, state is this. Now you'll understand based on the name of the constraint, you can understand, oh, okay, there is something wrong in age column. So you need to come and revisit. What is age? 14. What is the check I had? 18. Okay, then you need to say, sorry, I cannot take you the into the company, or I cannot give you the appointment letter. So like now one more employee came. So because I cannot adjust because the age I cannot increase, right? Like let's make it a separate employee Kate. Okay, so let's make it as 19 or 25. It's a positive scenario. But let's run this. Okay, let me take a separate record for the other one as well. Okay, record has been inserted, you can see. Now in the same way, so let's create a third employee. Okay, so let me make it as 3, employee name is Tim. So age as 25 or 28. Now the salary is, make it as 400. Okay, so let's try to run this. Obviously it's a negative scenario. You know that you will get error message saying that emp1 salary check, it is not getting satisfied. That's the reason why it is failing. Now let's quickly modify the salary. You can increase the salary because since as per the company standards, you can make it at least 500 and you can do it. The age I cannot change because it's the age of a person. Salary, it depends on my company standards. I can change and I can insert the Tim to the table. Let's run this. Now let's take a greater than I made it. Okay, so when I say greater than 500, it won't accept. At least I need to put a 5, not 1. If I put it as greater than or equal to, it might have agreed. Okay, so let's run it. Yeah, now this record has been inserted. Now if you see this, 3 records were there. Who has satisfied these certain conditions? Now let's take one more negative scenario with both the columns. 4th employee, George. Okay, so employee age is 16, salary is 450. So in this case, what would be the error message? Because 2 columns not satisfying this check condition. Let's run this. So now it goes on a sequential order. First it comes to the age column, it is showing age error. So once you fix the age error, so then it will go for the salary error. Okay, these are the constraints it stores along with the table. It fires during the insertion or updation. Okay, so this is a negative scenario which I cannot insert because I cannot change the age of the particular George employee. I cannot insert. I cannot give an offer to a George. Now let's come to a update. So you know that now insert is working fine. Now let's come to the update. Okay, let me remove this. So let me go for update. Set. So let me make it as salary equal to some 499 or 450. I want to decrease the salary where empid equal to some 3. So here I am trying to decrease the salary of a particular employee Tim to the 450, but my condition is more than 500. So let us see, is it allow or not. Let's try to run this. You can check it. So new row for relation emp1 violates the check constraint emp1 salary check. So now see, it's a developer friendly message. I won't call it as a completely user friendly message. It's a developer friendly message. So you cannot decrease the salary lesser than 500. Even 500 also doesn't accept. You need to make it at least 501, or you can make it as 550. Okay, let's try to run this. It is done. Now let's run the select query. See, this is how you keep the check constraint on a table in a PostgreSQL. So this is also stored along with a table like other constraint. So that's all about a check constraint. So if you have any questions, so please drop your question in the comment section. I'll try to answer as soon as possible. Also follow me on Facebook for more technical details. That's it. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe for more technical videos. Thank you.